Good morning, all of you, once again to our online classes. And today we are having this second stanza of the poem, that is An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum by Stephen Spender. And one by one we will understand the lines of the poem. On sour cream walls, donations, Shakespeare's head, cloudless at dawn, civilized dome, riding all the cities. The first two lines of the poem shows that the dullness of students, the students were dull, and they were also as dull as the atmosphere of the classroom. So it shows that on sour cream walls, so the walls were smelling, and that smell is coming out because of stale cream. And stale means that is unpleasant. So unpleasant smell was coming out because of that classroom. And then the name of the people who have given donation. So the donations, so these people, these authoritative people, influential people, powerful people, they have given some donations, and their name was written on the board of the classroom. And Shakespeare's head cloudless at dawn. Now there was a picture, the picture of Shakespeare. As you all know that Shakespeare was a dramatist or poet, and it shows that Shakespeare's head cloudless at dawn. What is the comparison made over there? So the comparison over here is that cloudless at dawn, that during morning the clouds were clear, and that is why it is showing that Shakespeare's head was looking clear, and the picture was looking beautiful. And then civilized dome riding all cities. Now dome is a word. Now dome is basically a arc structure. Arc is structured that is associated with civilization, and civilization shows the development from ancient times to urban times or modern times. And these beautiful places are over there in the picture. And Bellflowery Tarolese Valley. Now bell is a word that is having a bell. The structure of bell was over there. And Flowery Tarolese Valley. Tarolese is basically a place in Austria. And open-handed map awarding the world's its world. So now there was a map in the classroom. There was a picture of map, and the world was shown in the picture. The world was shown as there was some sort of map over there, and it can be understood that the open-handed map awarding the world its world. The whole world has been given in that picture. The whole world has been given in the picture. Now, and yet for these children, these windows, not this map, this world. Now for these poor children, what is the window? Windows associated with this word, that means windows are not map. Their map was not associated with windows, and now their world is their world is not developed. The world is not developed properly, and it shows that these poor children are in pathetic condition, where all their futures painted with a fog, which means that these poor children, they are having uncertainty with their life, and uncertainty shows the fog. Now fog means where you have no picture of clear picture of everything that is associated with their future. So their future is very dark, and a narrow street sealed in a lead sky. So now a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky. So what is the meaning of this stanza? It shows that a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky means the slum area, the atmosphere of slum has been polluted. The area was polluted, and because of that pollution, they could not clear picture of slum. So far, far from rivers, caves, and stars of worlds. So once again, the last line of the poem shows that there were rivers. Their life is far from rivers. Rivers means their life is not easy for them. Life is not easy for them. Like rivers. So rivers. What is the meaning of rivers over there? That rivers are far from these poor children. And caves, cliff. Caves called cliff. And then stars of world. Now stars of worlds. Now the meaning of the word is stars of world. It means that these poor children, they are not educated because of some burden and poverty. So stars of world means that these poor children are not educated because of that burden and poverty. So up to now we have completed the second stanza of the poem, and I think I have completed, and you all have completed the second stanza of the poem. And if you have any doubt with this, then you can ask any question, and the third stanza we will discuss in the poem. Till then, goodbye.